Sir, I'm going to introduce you, sir. Then you will take over the session, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. We are privileged to introduce Engineer D.S. Anjaneya Murthy, sir, MIE, FACCE, MIC, MIA Instruct, MIOV. He is MTech in Structural Engineer. He has a vast experience of more than 16 years in the field of civil engineering, especially structural engineering, analysis and design for repair and rehabilitation, condition assessment of structures and design reviews, proof checking and peer reviewing of designs, and drawing special design services of various types of structures including oil and gas structures, power plant structure, high-rise buildings, industrial structures, commercial projects, hospital projects, and infrastructures projects, including metro, steel structures, RCC structures, PEB and masonry structures using ASCE, ACI, Euro, codes, IBC, Indian standards, IS 800, IS 816, IS 456, IS 1893, IRC, etc. Preparation of standard specification, design, basic reports, cost estimation. Welcome to you, sir. Now over to you, sir. Please take the session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for a nice introduction. Uh, uh, Good afternoon. Actually, it's going to good evening. It's First of all, this is Anjaney Murthy. I am also being a guest lecturer in few of the college. First of all, I'll thank you, the management of CADC, to give me an opportunity to discuss with, especially with faculty person, because faculty person are the most important. Teachers are the most important person. They mold the young engineers, because the young engineers will be based on the teachers only. You are making a actual nation builder. First of all, I salute all of them. Being a teacher, thank you for giving me opportunity for discuss with this very elite group for CADC. Sir, like today, like first of all, I share my presentation. We'll start with thing. 1 second, please. Okay, this is in presentation mode, no? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Like today, like when SAR CADC from they call me and they ask me like we need to take one topic regarding especially for faculty development program. Then actually one thing I've been, because nowadays we are seeing the main important thing is environmental pollution and sustainability development. That is very important, and it's a need of our, actually, like what we have been in dealt in industry past 15 years or 18 years. Either it means civil engineer, mechanical, whatever the engineer may be there or anything. This sustainability development in terms of environmental is the most important thing. Okay, then we start choosing this topic, because this being a topic of a present need of the global thing. Okay, we'll start the journey on this. Especially, it's very important topic regarding environmental pollution and sustainability development. Okay, like what exactly the thing. Few slides I will go through very fast, because which are the relevant things. We'll try to see elaborate the more thing and what exactly why, because as a responsibility person, as a responsibility person of a global, we are the person we need to see this. Today you can see like so many things, like first the most important thing is, before going exactly to the my presentation, you can see like global warming is the most important thing. We can see like we ourselves, we means it may not be the concerned individual person, we means everyone, like everyone is responsible for this, what the environmental changes, climate changes, what day and day to day it's changing. You see like because of global warming, earlier you can see, you can observe that there is seasons was there, like rainy season, winter season, spring season, summer season, all those things. Nowadays you can see like that season has been diluted. Like you can see in each day, you can see all four types of season can be there. Why? Because there is nothing like rainy season, like it's see like the entire world has been affected because of climate change and all those things. Why? Who is the main person who has been involved to change all this environmental impact? Because what we are giving to future generation, because we are leaving, we are making more polluted, more pollution to, we are leaving them in a very bad situation for the young generation. Because for next generation, I think it's very difficult to even to breathe also. Because you can see in Delhi and or so many cities including Bangalore, the pollution is very very bad. Even you can't breathe clean air, or you can't drink clean water. You can see the soil, groundwater soil has been polluted. So many things, like you can see gone. Who are the responsible? Like if you being a responsible person, like each and every person, we need to see in this, because this is the most important, because it's going to very very dangerous situation. As a responsible thing, we need to see like small things we can start implementing in our thing. Like that even drop water, every drop of water can make a river or ocean, like that. We need to see, because this, see like whenever we teach, or whenever, because you are experts in teaching and all those things, always you think in VIP culture. If you see like what do you mean by VIP in terms of our it may be in teaching terms, or it may be engineering terms. VIP means V stands for visualization. Because as you know, any engineering or any teaching or anything to students or anything, the most important thing is visualization. We need to visualize what exactly we do, because that visualization impact has to be that is very very important. We need to visualize. If you do any work, you'll be knowing what is the visualization. That we, I means imagination. We must aware what is imagination, what is the thing. P means practicing. That is practicing. Because of the practicing, what is the output, what are the application part of that, whatever we studies in engineering and theory part, and what is the application part. That means it's very very important. VIP culture, we need to, like students needs, like at present, especially at present, we require VIP culture. Because when they come out from the college, like always there'll be a gap between industrial and academic gap. As we know that, because within 4 years, it's highly impossible to make them totally aware. Because the college can be the basic things. Every day, every second is a learning process for every person. Okay, keeping in that mind, like I request all the person, make it like a VIP culture. That is whatever the thing you will be teaching in your college or anything, already so many of them may be doing, make them to make more concentrate on visualization, imagination, and practicing. These three is very very important. Because as we know that, because teachers are the most important person for any students. Because even some of the things they may not be share with parents, but they can share everything to teacher. Because teacher can mold them in a very proper way. Because that should be the bonding between teacher and students. Because if you take my example also, even like when I've been studied 16 years 18 years back, even today if I want to take anything, I used to discuss with my professors. Because so much bond, there's really, it's a down to earth person. They even today they will help me. Like they will tell, oh, you are going in a proper way, no, this is not the correct way, you need to go in this way. That means You can imagine so much the teacher's profession is. That's why it's really it's a very very good profession, and they are the actually foundations to any country, because the person who can make them proper way, the way they can show for any student. If you go in this way, this is the thing. Okay, regarding this, okay, keeping in all these things, please, I request all of them, because you need to emphasize more on at present, because so many of them may be emphasizing, but in spite of that, I am requesting all of them, please, at present the situation of environmental is very very bad. Situation is there. If you live like this, we don't know tomorrow what is exactly will happen. We need to see, like, we'll take very very small things where we can start implementing, because the there are so many very good rules, act, and everything is there, provided by government and provided by the global world and everything. But the mainly thing is implementation and action. That is responsibility with us. We'll start doing small things. The small things will become so better. Okay, keeping in this point, we'll start with today's presentation on environmental pollution and sustainable development. Okay, actually it has been divided in four parts. I thought, like, because we'll see, like, what exactly pollution and all those things. One is air pollution, water pollution, hazardous waste management, and disaster management. Four part has been divided thing, and that will be conclusion, final thing will be there. Okay, because see, like, when it comes to sustainable, because sustainable environment is the most important thing. The way we today throughout the globe, we working on the sustainable. You go green building, green everything, any product you take, green. Everything will be thinking about only green. The sustainable means what exactly? What do you mean by sustainable? That we'll see, discuss. And actually we can go, so many of them we may be already implemented in our daily routine and all those things, but whichever it may not be left, we'll try to improve ourselves, and we'll go with sustainable requirement, because something we need to live in next generation, future generation. They should think they should be in a comfortable zone, because they should not be in an uncomfortable zone. Then they definitely they'll blame us. See, they're left like this, definitely they'll blame us. And the very important thing, whenever you already knows, like, whenever you're teaching and everything, whatever it may be, because the main thing is communication, because through your body language, it may be through your verbal, written, and all those things. Okay, we'll discuss today's topic. These are the sustainable seed. As, like, if you see, the picture can start reading so many things. See, when you start visualizing, imagination, practicing, the corresponding picture will give how do you the sustainable environment and non-sustainable environment. You can see the polluted and non-polluted environment. You can see the two parts of the global, how it is can be seen. You can see it's going in very very dangerous situation. You can see the rainy season, somewhere you can't think when is the rainy season. You can see the temperature changes. Okay, I'll be giving so many day-to-day example and all those things, because everything, see, the safety is the most important. Safety means is not only in terms of only in driving and all those things. Okay, this is also safety, because it comes under the human safety, because it comes under the human safety. Okay, what do you mean by pollution? Okay, what do you first will understand? It's very basic thing. So many of them may be knowing, but it's only a brief of that. Actually, the definition as per pollution means in what the contamination of air, water, or soil by substance that are harmful to living organism. Because we are human are so because human is a main culprit who spoil all the living organism. You can think all the living organism, the human is the person who has made this pollution problem and everything. It's a fact actually. See, if you go to environmental pollution, includes so many things. One is air, water, land, and noise pollution. These are the four things has been it has been divided in depend on the environmental pollution. Okay, why I've been put as safety? Because the environmental safety is most important, because we are living in that earth, that when we need to live, we should be live in a comfortable zone. If it is not in a comfortable zone, it's not in a safety, because safety comes even for the thing. This also is a part of the safety. Okay, Today we'll start with first thing, like first part, air pollution. If time permits, I can show you few videos and all those things. We'll see the time requirement and all those things. First we'll go through, like I'll be a little bit faster, and few things maybe because we need to start from thing. As we know that this already we had been discussed. When it come to air pollution, like first we need to understand what is air pollution. So many may be knowing, because it's any physical, biochemical, biological change in the air because of the contamination of air by harmful gases, the smoke. This all already we have been known, because if you, when you start driving, like you may be driving, either driving in two wheelers or four wheelers or anything. When you're driving two wheeler, especially when you're going back, when you are driving back, especially in truck is going in front of you, you can see that smoke generating. You can't even you can see that smoke, how the dangerous carbon dioxide has been generated because of that burnt in fuel and all those things. That is the most dangerous way, that we can't even breathe that one. It's very very dangerous thing, which affect plants, animals, and human. Definitely it will affect. I'm giving only example, like the transportation, where it will be giving more air pollution problem. Okay. This again, it's been because it's atmosphere and all those things. Will these things I'll be, because of this air pollution, there'll be a global warming will be there, temperature changes will be there, so many things. What we today we are seeing this global warming, it's because of the part of the air pollution only. Okay. That's why we are because so many things has been changed globally. We are changing so many things to save our earth. Okay. This is again, it's been air pollution written in a different format. These things I may be skipping all these things. As we know that in atmosphere air, if you take air contains roughly 78.8% nitrogen. Okay, so many of them may be knowing. Okay, out of that 20.95% oxygen will be there, 0.93 times, and 0.038 carbon dioxide and other gases will be there. If oxygen concentration below the 19.5%, then it will start psychological physical effects, and atmosphere with less than 16% oxygen can become life threatening also, because we have got only 20.95% oxygen in that of 100% of that air. You can think that what is the thing, because to get the idea of this, I've been put this slide actually. This is because of as we discussed, because of this fuels, thus why this air pollution, water pollution, all those things, because of industrialization, urbanization. Because of this, like we are seeing one side, we are seeing technology and all the growth and everything, but we are not thinking of other side of the growth and all those things. What is the pollution things what we are generating out, because we are not thinking how to rectify that. Because it's we need to think, this is very very important, because anything, it's like two faces of coin. Because one thing we are enjoying with all this technology, all this development, all those things, but other side we need to think, like what is a problem we are facing. Slowly it's become problem, and we are getting affected each and every day. Okay, that is very very important. Because as we know this, where the sources of air pollution, you can see, like so the main sources are being divided into four. Actually, it may be natural area, stationary, or mobile. If you take natural, see, because of natural, also air pollution may be there, because that may be volcanoes will be there, lightning will be there. You can see wildfires, especially in countries like Australia and all those things. You can see, because of the temperature, forest itself will start fire will be happening, and so many wild animals and all those things will be start are dead. Okay, and forest. But in because of area, like in the urbanization, what will happen, because of fertilizer area, because of cities especially, the air pollution will be happening. Because of mobile, because of transportation, because of stationaries, like because of industrialization, especially industry, power plants, sewage treatment plant, all those things will create the pollution. Because there are different types, because there'll be primary air pollution, because its direct impact will be there, and there also there will be secondary impact will be there. Because of this pollution, there will be a chemical reaction will happen. Because of that chemical reaction, there will be secondary effect will be there, like acid rains. You can think of acid rains, all those things. Because see, one thing is polluted, for example, air pollution is happen, there is, it's a chain rule: air, water, and soil, everything will be affected. One is polluted because of this climatic change and chain of all the things. One is affected, everything. It's like chain road. Okay, if we, oh, only air is polluted, why we need to worry water? No, it's not like that. Everything has been affected. It's a interconnected. Actually, if you start writing down where exactly this air pollution will be there, you can see first is always fuel. Okay, burning of fuel. Then industrial emission, you can see indoor air pollutions, wildfire, microbiological, so many things. You can see transportation, open burning of garbage waste, because garbage is a waste. You can see like daily tons together of garbage we are generating in because of industrialization and urbanization. We are not thinking how to utilize, how to dispose that garbage, and simply like if you see like city like Bangalore also, it's daily like problem. Every 15 days there will be a some problem will be there, because it's, because we are thinking only the garbage, we are generating garbage tends together, but we are not thinking how to utilize that garbage in terms of environmental, without affecting environmental. We are simply throwing somewhere. We are thinking from our house or from our place or our area, it means thrown outside, that is clear. Oh, we are clean, but why you need to worry? No, it's not like that. What are the garbage we are thinking? Whether we are thinking like, see, the main thing of this environmental thing is depends on 3R. You need to remember 3R. One is reduce, reuse, and recycle. The main formula of this environmental, especially to make a sustainability environment, we need to make 3Rs. That is called reduce, reuse, and recycle. We need to think in this term, where we can reduce, where we can reuse, where we can recycle the things, because last one will be the disposal, because disposal creates most most problem, because we need to see whether in starting stage only whether we can reduce the thing, whether it's possible, whether we need to see as we know, like next to water, you can imagine, next to water the most usage is cement, where the generation of cement will create carbon dioxide so much, it's affect the environment. It's not a sustainable material. Then what is the next alternate material? We need to think where we can reduce. I'm giving an example. It's not like that. See, whenever you use anything, we need to see in terms of sustainability, in terms of sustainable material, everything sustainable. You can imagine, like, see now the you can't even the so many places we can't even breathe proper air because we doesn't have a clean air. We'll be using some mask or some thing. I don't know, like in future if it's going like this, we may be carrying one oxygen cylinder in backside and we'll be breathing. I think that may come. I think, like, how do we do water nowadays? We may not be drinking water directly, because everywhere we go you'll be drinking with taking Bisleri bottle or any clean, because we have be paying the water, because the situation has come so bad. It's more than the breakfast bottle, 1 liter of bottle. That's more than the idli costs less when compared to water. Means you can imagine what is the situation we are in, the thing. Because when it comes to water, I'll discuss definitely, because that is the situation is going very very problematic. We should be in a, this is the very because already we have been very late. At least we need to see in terms of what are the things we can do, because this is the most important thing need of our, because human requires the basic requires of human person to live is air. Clean air has to be there, clean water has to be there, land has to be there. These three things are the most basic things for any, because when we alive only, then only global, because if not there'll be nothing will be there. Okay, it may be like, see, construction demolition waste, because of this it's creating lots of air pollution, lot of things. Where, because these everything you can see, it's generated by us. It's generate most of the things. If you think natural, it's very small portion, but The man-made, it's a most thing there. It's because this is in our hand, we can generally we, because it is in our hand, we can reduce, reuse, recycle. We need to think in that way. That is very very important thing. Then because then we can see, if we go in still deeper, because we have seen sources. If we go to classification of property of air pollution, if we go one by one, like I may not go in deep, because there are so many things are there to cover. Like this is like a primary pollution, because what are the primary pollution? If you take like you can identify the source. You can identify the source because of dust, because of volcanic this, because of smoke, dust. You can see this is called primary pollution. Secondary pollution is because of primary pollution. There is a action created reaction between atmosphere. Because of that, there will be a secondary effect will be there, like acid rains and all those thing problems will be there. Okay, see, like if you see gaseous air pollutant, these are the gaseous state of normal temperature. They are carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, and sulfur dioxide. Even you can see what is the air quality index. When I come to that act and quality, you can check in our cities, wherever the cities you are there, you can check what is the percentage of air pollution at present day and present thing. You can check. There is a central a CPCP, that is called Central Pollution Control Board. When I come to that, definitely we'll discuss that. Particulate air pollution, they are the not gaseous substance that are suspended. You can see suspend, like you can see the suspend when you go out. That's what I am telling. When you go, when you are riding a two-wheeler, when you are riding a two-wheeler or four-wheeler, when you exactly the back of the truck, you can see the smoke generated. You can see that small droplet pollutants, that what are the dangerous pollutants it's coming, that you can see that thing. Okay, natural resources already told. Man-made is the most important thing. Like we are the thing, we had been spoiling the air pollution. Excuse me, sorry. Again, it's like so many things will be there: non-biodegradable, biodegradable pollutants. So many things is there. I may not go in deep on all these things, because you know, because there are two types will be there. I think like you'll be aware of all these things. It's like it's only the in tabular form, you know what is biodegradable pollutants and non-biodegradable. Even like it's like both the pollutants will give the problems in thing. The main important of this, the most common harmful, it generally it's four thing. One is called particulate matter. Next is nitrogen dioxide, ozone, and sulfur dioxide. These are the four major thing what we discussed. Thing particulate matter is a mix of solid and liquids, including carbon, complex organic sulfates, nitrates, mineral dust, and water suspended in air. This actually this refers, you can see in our CPCB, that is you can see what is PM10, what is PM2 2.5 refers, because what do you mean by PM 2.5 refers the particle with the diameter is smaller than 2.5 microns, that are fine particles, that is called PM 2.5. Okay, PM10 is smaller than the 10 microns. This is called PM10, because we need to have because air quality index will be given in terms of PM10 and PM25, that we'll discuss in CPCB. Okay, how, because that is the call. And the smallest fine particles less than 0.1 micron diameter is called ultra fine particles. Okay, see, like if you compare with human air, if you start comparing with human air with particulate matter, you can see human air will be generally, it will be 50 to 70 microns. You can see what we are discussing is less than this human air. We are thinking of particle matter of 2.5, less than 2.5 microns, or PM less than 10 microns. This is the size, because that's why means you can imagine what is the size of that particulate substance which affect our human health and living organism. Okay, these things I may skip all those things. Okay, nitrogen dioxide is a gas and is a major component of urban air pollution, because of this, because of these are industrial and urbanization. Okay, ozone actually like this this I'll come later actually. Actually, like what are the effects of air pollution? If you see, like the major effect of air pollution on living organism is because of this carbon dioxide. Oxygen has been reduced and carbon dioxide has been increased, and because health we have got very very dangerous problems because of sulfur dioxide. It irritates the respiratory tissues. Carbon monoxide in heavy traffic causes headaches, drowsiness, blurred vision. You can see large doses can death also. And actually, like this because it's even because ozone cause coughing, chest pain, breathlessness, irritation of eye, nose, and throat. Okay, if you see the plants, because plant may not be grown, also it will be because the living of the plant has been reduced the thing photosynthesis and so many other problem in plants also. You can see in material because of air pollution. You can see whatever the building, whatever the things you have been painted in things and all those things, it will be discolored. Monuments, historic building, all those things you can see, it can observe that there will be dullness and all those things. It will affect not only for plants, and also it will affect the material also. You can see what are the effects will happen because of the chemicals. What are the effect will be done, damage can be done, either maybe rusting or the discoloration or changes in surface, cracking and weakening, all those things because of the pollutants had been present in the air pollution. The main important thing is at present is deforestation is a very very dangerous thing, because you can see, like because of urbanization we are making deforestation for the living of human thing, because that is very very dangerous. Because of that, the global warming, temperature rising, all these climate changes, what we are seeing, this forest fires, all these things because of the deforestation of the forest degradation. Okay, I may be change see, like clean air doesn't have any color or anything. It's colorless and odorless. Clean air, actually, like meaning of the clean air doesn't have any color. It's a colorless and odorless. If you think some smell or something, it's thing is, that means it's a pollutant thing. See, because of deforestation, what will happen? Less oxygen produced. Oxygen, what we required, has been reduced drastically, and carbon dioxide less removed, because of whatever the carbon dioxide generated because of so many things, it has been removed very less. This too is very very dangerous. You can see one side oxygen produced is less, another side carbon dioxide removed is less. Because of this, its temperature also rising. See, you can see like climate imbalance and climate change, increasing global warming, increasing greenhouse, soil erosion, floods, wildlife thing, habitat loss, acidic ocean, so many other things you go on thing. Okay, if we come to ozone, actually, why I've taken ozone separately, because we need to understand this ozone. Like you see, like Earth sphere, actually basically it's been divided in four: atmosphere, biosphere, hydrosphere, and lithosphere. First thing what we discuss, atmosphere is related to air, biosphere is all life on the earth, lithosphere is a solid earth, hydrosphere is the depend on the water, what we discuss. All four are very very important. We need to save all the four, because that is called that environmental and sustainability thing. I may not go in the, because if you go atmosphere again, it is been divided with so many things like troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, exosphere. Because we are interested in ozone. Ozone lies on the ozone layer, that is called stratosphere. That the ozone will be placed on the stratosphere above the troposphere. That is called ozone place, where exactly it will be there. That is hardly more than 10 kilometers. That is within 10 to 30 kilometers, your ozone layer will be there. Actually, the ozone layer, what exactly it will do is, whenever, because whatever it's like, it act like a filtered media because of the sunlight. There'll be three types of ultraviolet rays will be there: UVA, UVB, UVC, because it will filter zone. It's like a filter zone between this, because when you can see like, because UV, A, UEB, UEC, you can see, because depends on this. I may not go in deep on all those things. UVA is the best thing for the living organization. If UEB, UEC is dangerous, because what will happen because of air pollution, the ozone layer will be reduced. The filtration media has been depletion. That means it will be becoming thinner and thinner. Because of that, ultraviolet rays may not be filtered. It may be because of that it will start affecting human and living organism, because you can see the skin burning and all those other skin related diseases. That is one of the thing you can see, that actually UVA is the best thing. That will be there 10 to 100 mm. I may not go in this thing. This is a chemical reaction, how it will go. Each troposphere means what? Stratosphere, I may okay. See, like because of air pollution will be done based on three things will be known: solid particles, liquid drops, and gas. All three will make this air pollution thing. Because of urbanization and industrialization has already had been the thing. The main components, primary components are carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, particulate matter, and this one. Secondary thing that we already discussed, acid rain and all those things. I may go to next part because of the time thing. Because odor means, as we know, like I may. Okay, we'll go to second part of the water pollution. We'll come to that act and rules in final slide. I will come to act and rules. Actually, what are the acts are there? All those things. This, as we know, like World Water Day, we'll celebrate on means we'll remember that World Water Day as March 22nd. Thing is okay. Same thing, the definition what we discussed in air pollution, in water pollution also thing, because of thing. Okay, water bodies can be polluted by a wide variety of substances, including pathogenic microorganism. Okay. See, because of this, water pollution is a major problem in global, because the water pollution is contaminated of water bodies caused by human bodies, which can be harmful top organism and plants that live in this water bodies. Because as we know, because of the industrialization, especially industrialization, without treating, without thing, we'll be living to the because we'll be extracting from river and lakes or anything one side, and we are leaving a polluted water to the lakes or river. Because of that, living organism in the river or in ocean, if you think like the where the oil and the fuel oil will be extracted in the ocean, the spillage of oil that makes most dangerous that ocean, the where are the ocean, what are the creatures, living organism, everything will be dead, because of this, all this pollution of this thing. Okay, sources of water pollution, again it's because of this industrialization, urbanization is the most thing. You can see this where this sources of water pollution you can see in this picture also. Actually, water pollution has been actually you can divided, either it's because of domestic sewage, agriculture and fertilizer, industrial waste. You can see again it has been divided in so many things. It may be chemical pollutants or physical uh, pollutants. Okay, because if you see like again it has been source. There is a point source and non-point source. Point source, where the source you can readily identify, that is called point source. You can see municipal and industrial discharge pipes, where you can readily you can identify, oh, these are the source where it's getting pollution. Non-point source, there is no identification of this. This because of agriculture runoff will be there, acid rain will be there, so many other things which been because of water has been that is called non-point source. Okay, this can be because of sewage and wastewater also will be there. It can be one of the source while dumping of solid waste, because this will create when it comes to hazardous, we can discuss this. And industrial waste, because see, because you can see like industrial waste create air pollution, water pollution, and hazardous waste. All the things will be done in either in industrialization or urbanization. That we need to see where how to see this. Okay. Then oil pollution, that's what already I see told you, that because of seawater, where we'll be extracting the oil and everything, because of spillage of that oil, the creature of ocean, what are the things will really it's threaten to them. Okay. Acid rain because of the global warming, and these are the things. And if you go to classification of various water pollutant can be classified into major categories like organic pollutants, suspended solids, inorganic pollutants, thermal pollutants, all those things. Like if it comes to like even like you can see like happily we are using tissue paper daily, like whenever we go like, oh, we need tissue paper. As you know that because tissue paper to make the tissue paper, they'll cut the trees, and it will because of that tree will be spoiled and water pollution will be happening. Please, I request you, please don't stop using the even tissue paper. Tissue paper also create because when it has to prepare the tissue paper, please see how they will manufacture the tissue paper. Please go through that, how they manufacture. Earlier days we used to keep it on kerchief or some cloth, small cloth or anything to use all those things. But because of thing we'll start using, I'm giving a very small thing, tissue paper, because to produce the tissue paper, how many trees will be cut? You can imagine, please see how the tissue paper has been generated. You can see because of that tree will be cut, even that because of that water pollution will be happening, so many things. Then unnecessary, if you go like, it's a like general thing, wherever you see, simply use a tissue paper and throw. You simply use a tissue paper and throw. That means as a responsible person, we need to see whenever we need to use anything, we should be very very careful. Because of that, we need to think how to save all the things. Okay. See, in like organic pollutants, they're depending on synthetic organic comments. I may not be uh, uh, go in detail in this thermal pollution, especially this thermal pollution because of thermal power plants, nuclear power plants, because of electricity generation. That's why we are going go green, like uh, solar or wind generation. We are going go green thing. Uh, Radioactive pollutants, that is the most dangerous thing. First thing we need to understand the like because always that wastewater treatment will be there. The treatment is very very important. There are three types of treatment is there actually. One is primary treatment, secondary treatment, and tertiary treatment. Primary treatment is mainly on the mechanical treatment. Okay. Depending on unit process, unit operation, system of treatment, you can see like because of particular industry, what are the waste generated. Okay, what are the waste generated, what is the effect actually. Then you can see what are the treatment has to be provided. You can see depending on each type of industry, it has been clearly been bifurcated. It's main waste. And if you take dairy, what should be the waste? If you take sugar mill, what should be the waste generated? What is the effect, and what are the treatment we need to follow, minimum treatment we need to follow. It has, you can see like pharmaceutical, what is the thing, textile, what is a tannery, that is the most thing. Pulp and paper, you can see what are the things it will affect. You can see steel, fertilizer, oil refiner, nuclear power plant. If you see any industry, what are the toxic pollutants, we can see general thing is been tabulated here. See, if you even if you go to clear water, actually clear water is a colorless and odorless. Actually, the clean water doesn't have any taste. Okay, and clear water, it's no colorless actually. If you see like even if you drink like Bisleri anything, there may small amount of small taste will be there. Okay, then you can start thinking whether it's polluted or not. Okay, thing, because they may be putting some small thing, all the things not it's not a harmful thing. It's thing, chemical properties of water. You must have what are the chemical property, what should be the pH, and all those things you are aware. And because of all this, groundwater also has been polluted. And it can see that disease causing, because water is the most infectious disease. You can see like Why we are so much aware? Because we are very much afraid to drink water, normal water, because we'll go and we'll drink whichever Bisleri water or any water, because the water is very dangerous. Because if any change in water, our human body will start getting affected. That is very very important, because that is the situation we are there. We are there in water has been polluted, because you can see out of 100%, where the drinking water we have got only 1%. Globally it's available only 1% of out of 100%. Most of the thing is salt water, and only 1% is available the drinking water. In that we need to save our drinking water. Okay, water quality is very very important. Because of water, the waterborne diseases you can see, like typhoid, cholera, look, so many things will be there. Okay, you can see all the things. See, wastewater treatment is a very, very important thing. We must suggest wherever the industry or municipal waste, because especially whenever you are disposing the water to environment, to the river or lake or ocean, anything, it should be seen that the water is treated properly. It should not affect any environment, because that is very important. Because that water will be in down the line, some wild animals or some creatures, some human being, someone will be using. If you leave that polluted water, what will happen? What will be the responsibility to us? Okay, it's very very important thing. Because these are the things I may not go, because already I told there are three types of treatment. One is primary, secondary, and tertiary. That is called mechanical treatment, biological treatment, and chemical treatment. I may not go in detail in this. These are primary, secondary, and tertiary. I'll skip this thing because of the time constraint. I'll go directly to one more thing, because I need to finish so many things, because this is very, very thing. These are the things you are known. You can see, because of the treatments, you can see how much of the things you can remove each primary, secondary, and tertiary. What is a suspended soil? If you go, what is BOD? How much you can remove in, depending on primary treatment, secondary treatment, and tertiary. What will be the level of water treatment can be done at the end of this? Okay, this is a act. I'll come act last actually. Next one is hazardous waste management. This is the most important thing, because we'll celebrate Earth Day every year, April 22, because hazardous waste is because of our urbanization and industrial. See, we'll generate tons together daily, the hazardous waste in terms of municipal, in terms of industrialization, industry, everywhere. Hazard, because the waste can be hazardous and non-hazardous. Okay, but the thing practically what will happen, the hazardous waste will be mixed with non-hazardous waste also. It may not get hazardous waste is separate, non-hazardous waste separate. That is very difficult how to take care of this, because of this, the waste which due to its physical, chemical, biological, likely to harm health or environment. Okay, if you see, as per environmental, whatever the act is there, act and rule is to take care to prevention. First thing, whatever the act has been done as per the Central Pollution and Control Board, is first objective is to prevention and control. First is prevention and control. That's act and rules. It has to be followed by every person. It's not like it's only for other person. No, every person has to be follow this act and rule. As per this, you can see hazardous waste means any waste which by reason of characteristics such as physical, chemical, biological, reactive, toxic, flammable, explosive, or corrosive causes dangerous, likely to cause danger to health or environment, whether alone or in contact with other waste or substances. And okay, that is called hazardous waste. Okay, you can, because hazardous waste can be anything. It may be like reactive terms. It may be toxic, flammable, explosive, and all those things. This is the thing what I used to tell, like there is a actual act and rules will be done by central government, that is called Central Pollution Control Board. Under this there will be a state, and all other things will be there. This is the main thing. They will form the act and rules we need to follow. This is the digital library. You can go to this website, Central Pollution Control Board. There you can see air, water, hazardous waste management, all the pollution related to urban pollution, noise pollution. You can see all the same pollution control planning information. You'll get everything. You can see air quality management. Every day they will put what is the air quality index of every city of India. Every city they'll be having a testing. They'll be collecting what is the air quality index. You can go through. We can see what is the zone. They'll be telling whether it's you are in safe zone or moderate, or you are in sense, all those things they'll be telling, no, you are in dangerous, what level of dangerous, everything you can see this thing. Okay. This again, actually hazardous waste has been classified in four thing, that is called listed waste, characteristics waste, universal waste, and mixed waste. Listed waste has been again it has been defined in f f list, k list, pay list, and u list. Okay. This I may not go in detail. Okay, the main thing is characteristics where is mainly that flammable, corrosive, explosive, and reactive and toxic. If you come to universal waste, you can see these are the universal waste. It is called radioactive, oxidizing, flammable solids, gases, explosive. This will come on universal waste. Mixed waste is mixed with reactive things and other hazardous components. A mixed thing, that is called mixed waste. The main important thing as per act and rules they tell, first is treatment, storage, and disposal. We should be very, very important. How do you treat this hazardous waste? By chemical, thermal, and biological and physical method. Actually, like there are so many opportunities in there, in especially in hazardous waste management. You will be so many, like the person who want to become entrepreneur, anything he can create, he can come out of box thinking. There are tons together wastages there. Out the waste generation, how they can utilize in a different manner without affecting the environment. If time permits, I can show one of the video. I can show like they made hazardous waste facility management. They'll collect all the hazardous things and they'll see reduce, recycle, and reuse and disposal. The what are the things, like the thing what we use, even we using this deodorant and all those things, those are hazardous waste. We may not be aware, we'll be using because, oh, because if you use only deodorant and all those things will be no, but we know, we doesn't know other part of the things. Because of that thing, those are hazardous waste. Where do you dispose all those things? Okay, we should know that daily usage things, so many in our in our usage only, there are so many things are there which are the hazardous. Whenever you'll be using for cleaning for all this toilet purpose and all those things, that liquid things, that also the hazardous thing. How to keep it hazardous things, because so many things are there. These are the biological treatment. The one treatment hazardous waste is burning, that is called incineration, because burning will can reduce hazardous waste. But the main important thing, because of burning, it create the air pollution problem. But there is a systematic way of thing is there, how to burn to see that air pollution can be reduced. This is a in one of the industry, you can see the picture. Because tomorrow the students are coming from the college, they must aware, because when they join any industry or any industrial thing or anything they do, they must aware, oh, whether they should have a awareness of the environment. Oh, because of this will happening, oh, I need to avoid. Whatever you can save, each and every person has got the responsibility to take we need to do this. Okay, next is these things I'll there are so many ways of thing. The hazardous waste effects on human health, like eye and skin irritation, you may see chemical burns, you can see difficult breathing, headaches, so many things, cancer. And actually the main problem will be birth defect. You can imagine, like see, like we'll be generating tons together of municipal solid waste, where they can dispose. Can you imagine this? We'll be telling where we can dispose. No one will allow nearby their place to dispose the land and everything. Wherever you dispose, you can't even fertilize that land. You can think so many problems. How to? Because the first thing we can do, any pollution, or the first star, that is reduce. Whether we can reduce, that is the most important. Second, okay, we can't reduce, it's inevitable. Either you can reuse, how much ever you can reduce, you can reduce. Next, whether we can reuse or whether we can recycle. This 3R is very, very important. at present they think. Okay, because of hazardous waste, other pollution will problem. It will be water pollution will be there. Because of fires will problem will be there. Short and long term effects will be there. Toxic waste will be there. Radioactive waste will be there. Okay, that's very, very dangerous. Radioactive waste will be there. In again radioactive, there are different types of waste will be there. That is called low level waste, medium level waste, high level waste. In radioactive waste also, depending on so many industry, it will create. One is low level, medium level, and high level thing. I may not be skipping this, okay, because this is very, very hazardous thing. This is one of the treatment plan where incineration can be taken care. This is a thing, bioprocessing we can do. Okay, by this I'll go to last part. This is very, very important thing I want to discuss with this, because you have seen this thing: air pollution, water pollution, hazardous pollution. As per because to control this prevention and control, already we have got this central pollution control board, that is called CPCPB. Okay, whatever you do, they got a standards, they called acts and rules. As already I told, act is to prevent. First thing is prevention and control. Okay, they'll see this that because what are the rules, what are the allowable limits. Okay, either in terms of air pollution, either in terms of water pollution, what are the things, hazardous waste management, all the things are there. How to dispose, how to all the things have been given in this. You can go directly, you can see the website, you can see what is the air pollution. That's what I told, air quality index, that is called air quality index. At present, every day they'll put what is the air quality index of that cities. Whichever the cities you are there, whichever the city you want to see, you can see which city is okay, which city is not okay, because you can see what is a dangerous is happening in everything because of our thing. This is the most important. We need to see that air quality monitoring, all those things, this we need to check. This is the thing, it's being given central pollution control board. This is a pollution control acts and rules. It has been covered everything, every act in terms of air pollution, in terms of water pollution, in terms of hazardous waste. What are the acts and rules, every including amendment, it has been covered. It can be seen, you can go through whichever the things, wherever you are work, the person who are working in any industry or anything, he has to follow as per this. What are the things? This is very, very important, because the GRIMS means this has been done in 1976 to see that environment, mainly because of to prevent environment, prevent and control the pollutions. Okay, either it may be water, either it may be air. These are the acts. Actually, the Water Pollution Act 1974, Water Prevention Cess Act, Air Prevention Control Act, Environmental Control Act. You can see hazardous waste, Public Library Insurance Act. These are the pollution control and act rules notification. This is thing that anyhow we'll discuss with. I'll start that one. I'll discuss this all these things. Okay, these are the things you can go through that website. Now I'm coming one more part, that is called disaster management. Actually, like disaster management is very, very important. Why I'm this is including this means the sudden event that leads to a huge loss of life and property is called disaster management. You can see like either it may be natural disaster or man-made disaster. Man-made means earthquake, cyclone. Natural means earthquake, cyclone, or man-made, maybe like anything related to man-made disaster. Okay, because of this you can see like disaster, even accident is called a disaster, but effect you can see like what are the things, fire, cyclone and everything, natural disaster. And I think like what are the nature of the disaster, depending on nature of disaster, what is the effect is happen. Okay, nature of disaster, you can see at present like cyclone, especially we are so much developed in that we can predict when is a cyclone is coming. You can see like every 2 months, 3 months, wherever the cyclone is happening, we used to evacuate all the human beings from that place, and that situation, because we can predict what are the cyclonic problems will happening, what is the storm is coming. We'll try to see prevent that, because that is very, very important thing. What thing, because we can save human and also the losses, so whichever we can be protected. Like we can see there are different types of disaster. It can short term disaster and sorry, Okay, short-term disaster and long-term disaster. Okay, depending on extent of disaster, small or huge, because already disaster is classified in natural disaster or man-made disaster. You can see that's already has been told you. But in natural disaster, if you go in detail, actually depend on geophysical, biological, meteorological, hydrological, climatological. In geophysical, you can see earthquake, volcano, landslide, rockfall. In epidemic, infectious diseases, insect bites, a local storm. So many, like if you go each and everything, so many things depending on so many natural things. If you see accident and intentional disaster, what man-made accident may happen, because you can see recently in Delhi also, like very it's a building has been fired. That is a disaster has happened because man-made accidental disaster. You can see so many buildings has been fired, so many things because of short circuit, or so many things. How to take care of all the things? These are the chemical spillage. You can see few months back we have seen all these things, disaster, fire disasters we have seen. And intentional, any of the war is going on, these are intentional and all those things. What are these disaster? Because the, because of disaster, what is happening? Because of this, any disaster, it affect our thing. One is medical, economical, social, environmental, political, and administration. All this will be affected because of any disaster will happen. Okay, because the main thing of disaster management is we need to say planning, organizing, coordinating, and implementation. These are the four things is very very important. We used to call actually disaster management is called P square R square. What do you mean by P square R square? Always P, one is prevention, preparedness. Okay, next is response and recovery. This is called P square R square, that generally we used to call disaster management. One is before the event, another is after the event. Before the event we can do prevention, preparedness. For example, we, because for example I told in cyclone, you may predict now present technology, we can predict in some of the place it's very red alert will be there, it's very dangerous. Then what we do, we'll prevent and we'll try to see what are the things, preparedness will be ready to prepare and all those things, and response and recovery we can see this. Risk management, because the main thing is the risk management, because the safety is a part of the risk management. Whenever whatever the work you do in throughout your day, anything, the risk management automatically you will think while driving, while talking, while whatever the decision you will be taking, risk management will be involved. Knowingly or unknowingly, you yourself will be knowing whether what are the risk has been considered. Okay, like mitigation, prevention, preparedness, all those things depending on the impact and all those things will be done. The mainly the disaster management is the prevention of danger or threat of any disaster, mitigation or reduction of risk, capacity of building, and this promote a response to any threatening disaster, assessing the severity of management, evacuation, rehabilitation, reconstruction. There is a team is called, that is called NDRF, that is called National Disaster Response Force. You have been saying any disaster has come, the first person will come NDRF or SDRF, that is National Disaster Response Force, or State Disaster Response Force. What are the prevention you take? In example, when earthquake zone is there, you need to see all the structure has been designed to take care of the earthquake. That those are the prevention measures we need to take to avoid the failures, collapse, and all those things. These are the location of NDRF, because when the disaster happen, the person has to be reached within very very limited time. How do you? Because you can see where our NDRF team was there, based on the where the disaster will happen, the nearby the persons will come and they'll see this. First thing always it's a rescue, because they have to rescue the human life whatever the disaster happened. There is a Disaster Management Act 2005, as per the central and state act. We can go through that. You can go through what is actually the Disaster Management Act in 2005. Okay, this is if you say, if you go to state wise, each state has got in the disaster management policy, that is under the central thing, the central disaster policy. Okay, this is the main thing too, is what we already seen, that is for prevention, preparedness, and response and recovery. These are four things it involved, that is planning, organizing, coordinating, and implementing measures. This is the most important thing in disaster management. We should be ready for any disaster or anything. We should be ready to rescue and relief and rehabilitation and reconstruction. Okay, today like we have been, because sustainability is part of our pollution, because The sustainable means meeting our needs without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs, because today the pollution is being polluted actually in terms of air, water, land, everything. Where the sustainability? That's why we're going through sustainability to give a younger generation or further future generation. Sustainability is not only in terms of environment, because sustainability actually it has been four. It's will be there. One, generally it's called she. Sustainability is called she, means SHEE, she. That means one is social, another is human, another is economic, another is environmental. Okay, social sustainability aims to preserve social capital by investing and creating and all those things, social related. Human sustainability is human related. Economic sustainability is very, very important to stable that economic situation. And today what we discuss about environmental sustainability thing. Okay, because I want to one more thing is there I want to share with you. Sorry. Okay, this is a thing I want to share with you. This is called Pollution Control Act rules and notification issue. This, if you go through this act, this is very, very important. You can see what are the acts are there. Okay, you can see National Green Tribunal Act, Biomedical Waste Management Act, Hazardous Waste, Solid Waste, e-waste, plastic waste, construction and demolition waste management, regulation of lead. You can see so many different types of waste things are there. Because this is like we need to follow this as per the rules and act, as per Indian legislation. We need to follow this act. What are the things we need to follow? You can see there are so many sessions are there. Part one is related to water prevention. Part two is related to air. Next is environmental protection, including hazardous waste and all those things is been covered in this thing. You can see it covers everything, including act, rules, notification. All the things will be covered in this. If you go to Water Prevention Act 1974, it's clearly you can go again. There is so many things are there, preliminary chapters and all those things. Your powers and function of board. What is the prevention and control of water pollution? Funds and accounts audit. What are the penalties and procedure? Miscellaneous. All the things has been covered in this act and rules. You can see, as I already told, an act to provide the prevention, mainly is prevention and control of water pollution, okay, and the maintaining or restoring of wholeness of water for the establishment with a view to carrying out the purpose. This is the objective of any act or any rules, because that is the thing where it has been there. In this, everything has been defined, because whenever you already seeing any code or anything, what exactly that means what do you mean by board? What do you mean by central board? What do you mean by member? What do you mean by occupier? What do you mean by pollution? As per this, when you are reading this, this is the meaning. It's been clearly defined. You need to go through all those things. You need to understand this. Then only you need to go. Then only you need to go through each and everything related to whatever the explanation has been given. Okay, this has been covered all the acts like water pollution, air pollution. You can see when do you call disqualification. You can see what is a meeting, what are all the things, rules and regulation. What are the joint board? Who has got the authority to give? Because tomorrow any person to, because you want to take any clarification or anything, to whom to meet, whom to take, who is the person who coming for any industry or working, we must aware to whom and where we, which are the act we need to follow. That is ministry, MOEF and all those things. We need to see who are the authorized person. We need to take the thing, signature and all those things, clearance. Okay, this is been covered all the act, including water, air and solid waste management. I'll show you one of the other two acts, like because I'm going very fast, you can go through this because of time constraint. This is very, very important. We must aware of this. And as a citizen of India and also citizen of the global, we have got so much responsible that we need to see from small small things. We'll start, we'll try to see, oh, okay, because of this pollution is getting problem, we'll try to avoid whichever we can avoid in terms of in sustainability requirement, we'll go through the sustainability requirement. We'll see that we'll give a good sustainable environment for the future generation. That is the main aim in all these things, because it's already spoiled in terms of air, in terms of water, in some hazardous. You can see like the pollution level has been increasing. At least now it's already late. It's a need of our. We need to see that we'll go to a sustainable environment towards, because so many are aiming zero waste. That's very difficult, but we'll see. We are, once we start going to, it may not be nothing is impossible. We can achieve that thing. Then these are the penalties. You can see what are the penalties and procedure. We can go through this. I think you can go through this thing. Okay. By this, thank you for thank you for giving me opportunity to discuss with you. Any questions or anything is there? Its floor is open for you.
Thank you for the session, sir.
I
If anyone
because of
has
time
any question,
constraint,
please come forward.
I've been very fast in my lecture. But glimpse of the thing is, that's what I'm telling. That's what everyone knows. Sustainable environment. Everyone is going towards the sustainable environment. I request all the teachers, professors, and faculty person, please give more emphasis to the students, because you are generating a young generation. Because we make them more awareness on this, because already we have been it's in very dangerous situation. At least we'll go into a sustainable environment in terms of everything, whatever we do day in and out. It may not be only in terms of engineering, in terms of thing, even what are the things we do day and everyday activities. In there also we can see what are the sustainability requirement we can adopt in terms of reducing the pollution, in terms of air or water, in terms of hazardous, even like household things and all those things. You can see like maybe plastic usage. Already everyone has got the awareness of, because why we should not use the plastic like that. You can start implementing one by one. I think we can go in a very sustainable environment. Okay, thank you. Like we'll see go green and sustainable environment. And thanks for this ADC once again giving me an opportunity to especially to discuss with a elite group like teachers, professionals, where they build a nation thing. Thank you.
Please, can you share this the PPT, sir?
Definitely, sir. 100%. I'll share the PPT.
Then madam, please do this immediately.
Sir, I will share the PPT in group. Animal sir, if you have any question regarding this session, please ask.
No, ma'am. It is very nice and informative. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Is there any question? I think, sir, there's no question. Sir,
Okay.
Thank you for the session, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you for sharing your knowledge and time, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll be sharing my PPT to you. You can share to all of them, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Well,
All good day to everyone. It's a good day. Happy weekend. And we'll go to sustainable environment. Thank you. Thank you.
thank you, sir. Thank you.